Hello, and thank you for joining. Wanted to do a quick follow-up video about a previous iteration I did entitled Delegating Rights to Property-Specific Attributes in Active Directory. And essentially this was covering creating a service account and delegating rights to that account so you can modify the attributes called extension attribute, and those are values 1 through 15. So when I was doing this technology refresh, moving from 2003 to 2008 server, I found that I was running into some issues when doing a scheduled task. And from what I can see is that the 2003 server was assigning the appropriate permissions that you needed whenever you dropped a account into the scheduled tasks. 2008, that apparently doesn't happen. So in order to fix the problems I was running into, you have to actually assign two specific local account policies. And in order to do this, I am going to basically go into the group policy management, and I'm going to edit the default domain controllers policy, and that's because the scheduled tasks are running on one of the domain controllers. So we're going to go ahead and edit this, and we're going to expand out underneath the computer configurations node, policies, Windows settings, security settings, local policies, user rights assignments. And inside here, what we need to do is assign allow log on locally as well as log on as a batch job. And you'll see that I've actually already done this. I've made a special group called DC service accounts. So once you have both of those assigned, what you would do is open up the command prompt, run as administrator, and do a GP update force. And once this is done refreshing, you can verify that your settings took hold by going into the local policies and expanding out the same area and double checking it. And as we see, it's working there. So basically we're almost done. The next thing that we want to do is we want to go over to our scheduled tasks and create a new scheduled task, which I've already done, and I currently have it disabled. And I just wanted to show you a few things that's changed as well. So in 2003, when you set a scheduled task and you tell it the path to run, before the action it would say C script and the name of the script. It'll look just like this. However, when we open this up, we'll see that it's changed a little bit to where you say run C script, and then here's the arguments that you're passing it. And that's basically it. So we'll go ahead and click OK, and we're going to input the password again. Now the other thing that you have to remember, and I've covered this before in the other video, is that you want to make sure that you have the appropriate permissions set up on the share or the file folder. So you want to make sure that this group has permissions to write to the share, since I'm writing to the share, and then also you want to make sure that it has appropriate NTFS permissions. So let's go ahead and run this. And we should see that we have the changes done, and also that it was just done once. And we're going to run this again to make sure that we're not running into any permissions issues with assigning those attributes. And we look like we're pretty good there. And just to make sure that the attribute is assigned properly, we're going to go into ADSI edit and modify a property of one of the objects in question. So that would be a group, contact, or user. And we'll see that extension attribute 1 was assigned the correct value, as well as myself in the iterate team was assigned it correctly there as well. And that is it. Thank you very much for watching.